and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
It's my favorite
She
movie.
wore a crown and she came down in a bubble,
I'm
dog.
not fighting with you.
Grow up,
I'm not fighting
bro.
with you.
Grow up.
Get educated.
Elphaba,
Glinda,
Elphaba.
Glinda,
I'm a witch.
and I'm a witch.
But which is which?
Well, here's the sitch.
We were roommates back at school.
Elfie's awkward.
Glinda's cool.
We were strangers.
That's no lie.
But now we're besties, ride or die.
The school we go to, it's called
Fizz.
I study hard for every
Quiz.
While Glinda chases boys with
Riz.
But one day we'll both meet
The Wiz.
Green,
Pink,
green,
pink,
green.
pink.
Stop. This song's good.
Kind of a bop.
Green,
Pink,
green,
pink,
green.
pink.
Pause. No better team.
In all of Oz.
BFFs.
You know it.
Bet. We'll tell the haters.
Say less.
Good one.
Thank you.
That was great.
Not as great as my roommate, Elfie.
Glinda.
Wanna kick it?
Let's go fly.
Now that'd be wicked.
Cynthia Erivo, welcome back. We love you. They love you. Thanks for coming back to the show. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
You were very talented, and I'm going to get to all the list of what you're talented at, singing, acting. But last time you were on the show, I don't know if you remember this, I asked you about whistling.
Yes.
And because you said, oh, I can whistle a little bit. And then you whistled, and you melted everyone's minds. Everyone's like, this is the best whistler I've ever heard in my life. Did people freak out by that? Did you get good feedback?
It was very strange because I just do it in my house. I do it around the house and when, I'm going to things very absent-mindedly, so it was never like something I...
No, it wasn't a big build-up or a thing. I hate to put anyone on the spot at our show, but we always have a microphone.
Okay.
Could you just demo?
I'll demo it.
What did you do last time?
I'll be home for Christmas,
Yes, it was
I think.
gorgeous version of, or maybe what can we do?
I'll try somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. I'll try.
Are you, come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That feels, now that is amazing. Now that is, here, I could take the mic. Thank you for doing that. That's phenomenal. That's normal for you.
Yeah.
That's you walking around the house just doing that. Cynthia, you are amazing. Last time you were on, we were gearing up and getting into Wicked.
Yes.
Now,
Oh my goodness,
no,
yeah.
That's the last time.
Yeah.
And now it's finally coming out.
That's
Next
right.
week,
Yeah.
Wicked is here. It's arrived.
Yeah.
I saw it. You're amazing. The movie's amazing. Are you feeling good? How are you feeling right now?
I feel really, really good. I think every time we get a little feedback from people who have seen it, I think I'm a little bit overwhelmed by how wonderful people have been and how open people have been for like some of the changes. It's really special. Yeah. I'm very proud of it.
I think when you were here last, I think it was set to be one part.
Yes.
And then it just started getting cooler and better, and people were like, we have something here.
Yeah.
It is so worth it. It is a spectacle. It is beautiful.
Thank
you and Ariana Grande crush it.
Thank
it's unbelievable. You're great. When you're auditioning for Elphaba and they go, well, we might want to read you or audition for this, how do you feel and what do you do? What goes through your mind? How do you prepare?
I start running around the house and training like a boxer and learning all the songs like the back of my hand. I already knew a lot of the music before I was asked to come in because I learned the music before I saw the show. It's always been in my DNA. And then I went to work, made sure I knew what I was doing.
What was the audition like? You go in and you...
Crazy. It was 3 hours. It was the only audition I had. So it was a camera test. So I worked with 2 other actresses and I learnt the songs and I was there.
3 hours?
3 hours, yeah.
Were you exhausted?
Oh, I was very ill by the end of it. I was in bed for the next week for 4 days with 104 fever.
Were you really?
Yeah, no,
that's a lot of work. I mean, I've been next to you, been on our show as a performer as well, but I've seen you sing.
It was the craziest weekend because I had sung at the Disney Hall the night before. I had done a concert the night before at Disney Hall.
Oh, my God.
And then the audition was the
yourself.
next day. Yeah.
And were any of the actors that you were screen tasting with Ariana Grande?
No,
They weren't.
no,
So did you know that you were going to be working with Ariana?
not until I knew I was going to be working with her.
No. And
Yeah.
did you guys know each other?
No, we'd never met.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so instant chemistry, what did it feel like?
Instant chemistry. So when we knew we were doing this film, I invited her over to my house and we just sat on my floor and chatted and
Decent.
became fast friends. It was really easy. It was really easy.
She's fun.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
lovely.
but you're fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then when did you first sing together?
Oh, John invited us for dinner and Stephen Schwartz was there. So he got on the piano and started playing for us and we sang For Good together. And our voices worked. And that was like magic, yeah.
You looked at each other and you go, oh, this is
Oh,
going
this
to
is
be...
gonna work, yeah.
This is going to be
This is
great.
gonna be good, yeah.
Yeah, it does work. And you were so stunning in it, too. And I go, oh, my gosh. But with the green skin and the glasses, I go, how are you doing this? You just pull it off. It's so great.
Thank you.
Defying Gravity, wait till you see it. Obviously, that's what it builds up into. And that was the very last scene that you filmed.
That was the very last scene that we filmed. And it was paused by a 6-month wait because of the strike.
That's right, the writing.
So we went away.
That's
And then
right.
I had to come back, and that was the very last thing I had to do.
But the pressure, I mean, gosh, I don't know
Yeah.
why. I would open with that. I would start with Defying Gravity,
Yeah,
get it out of the
yeah.
way, let's go, let's hurry up, let's do that, because that's the big thing.
No
but
such
all the
pressure.
pressure. And then you're on wires.
Yeah, wires, flying,
And you're flying.
corseted.
You're actually
yes.
defying gravity.
Singing live, yeah.
Yes, you actually really are. There's an NBC special called Defying Gravity. The Curtain Rises on Wicked.
Yes.
It's on November 19th, Tuesday at 10 p.m.
That's right.
Interviews, behind the scenes, and then there's a special. They're going to show an actual scene from the movie, a musical number.
Yes, that's right.
That you'll have to tune in to see what it is. When I saw this, my mind was blown a little bit because it's practical scenes. It's not all CGI.
That's right.
It's a mix of stuff. I mean, when you see it, you're going to be. I would go to IMAX because it's just giant and colorful
Huge.
and great. It's massive. But when you're doing this, I go, oh well, then you probably did. After the scene, you added your vocals.
No, singing live.
You were singing live. I want to show. This is proof. I want to show. Take a look at this. This is behind-the-scenes footage. Cynthia Erivo on set.
Has someone told me lately everyone deserves a chance to fly?
That's you.
Me, yeah,
It looks.
yeah.
Wait, are you nervous? Do you get nervous?
was
You
nervous
go,
the
well,
The first time it feels like that. The first time you're like, where am I supposed to put my voice? It's not working.
Yeah.
And then you sort of find a way to concentrate, to figure it out, to focus it. And I had a wonderful vocal coach who made sure that I knew where to put my breath, because you are being thrown around, you are flipping.
That was insane what we just saw.
Yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
look real. That looks like CGI.
That's definitely me.
That is
Yeah.
you going,
That's me,
defying gravity,
Sure.
making magic
I
happen.
haven't seen that.
That's movie magic.
That's crazy.
You have to be so proud of this film. It's a it's a classic.
Thank you. Yeah.
When you do the end of Defying Gravity, I know it from being a New Yorker. There was always ads for Wicked on television, and it's like Wicked, go see Wicked on Broadway, and then you hear the or whatever that cry.
Yeah.
They call it the battle cry at the
Battle
end.
cry, yes.
And did you do it like that?
No, I did it slightly differently.
Yeah. But did you study?
I did study it. So when I first auditioned, that's what I did. I did it as was written. Yeah.
It's like, I can't, but it's that thing, it sticks in my head. I go, I know it from the soundtrack, and I go, but you did it differently. How did you, could you maybe a tease? I'm just saying, we have, again, I'm sorry, why do I do this to you? Why do I make you work this hard?
Because you love me and I love you.
Thank you, Erica,
Do it
that's
that
true.
way.
That is true.
Okay.
That's how you do it! You just dunk it! You're the, come on! I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Cynthia Erivo in Wicked. Take a look at this. Wow!
Once I'm with the wizard, my whole life will change. 'Cause once you're with the wizard, no one thinks you're strange. No father is not proud of you. No sister acts ashamed. And all of us has to love you when by the wizard you're acclaimed. And this gift or this curse I have inside, maybe at last I'll know why. As we work hand in hand, the wizard and
I mean, come on! You put the work in and you crushed it, buddy.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Before you go, there's one more thing to mention. Fandango is providing everyone in the audience with tickets to see Wicked in theaters. That's how you do it. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Cynthia Erivo, everyone. Oh my gosh, we love it when you come to the show.
I love being at the show.
I love you
miss
so much. I miss you. Congratulations on this. Again, I told you already, but 2 words: legendary. Unbelievable. You were fantastic.
Thank you.
You've got to be so proud about this, but I want to first congratulate you on Saturday Night Live. You were great hosting on Saturday. I mean, you can do it all. You were on Saturday Night Live. You could do it all. You did a sketch called Domingo where you sang. Yes, everyone saw this sketch. It's the most viral thing. Everyone saw it. And it was so funny. You're singing an off-key version of Espresso. And I was watching. I think I loved it the most because you singing off-key is very rare.
Oh.
Is it hard to sing off-key?
You know, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, but can you normally... I mean, you're always singing on-key.
Oh, that's very generous. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it was really fun. It was a bit that we found, like, in the moment. I pitched it to the writers, Sudi and Jimmy. I said, would it be funnier if it got progressively worse as it went on? So...
Gosh, it was so good. I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted more. But then I saw a character that I think I will never forget.
Oh.
Antonio.
Oh, yes.
Now... Can we zoom in? Just zoom in. It's just... I mean, it's... I don't know why, but this is my favorite thing I've ever seen.
Well, I mean...
I just think you're so... it's so kind of cute, and but also the funniest thing, you were in character.
Thank you so much.
And now I heard that people are coming up to you at Wicked premieres wanting you to sign this photo.
Oh, yeah, with posters of Antonio. They've
Yes.
been coming to the premieres, which
Was
is
it-
insane. But I mean, like, I understand it. I appreciate it. He's
Yes.
still with me, you know?
He is.
I'm still unpacking the emotional weight of Antonio with my therapist, Kristen.
With your therapist.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
The thing about you is that you can do everything. You can sing, you can act, but you also have a great sense of humor, and you get it, and you know how to do comedy.
Coming from you.
No,
Thank you.
stop. I heard that you had a lot to do with getting Bowen Yang cast in Wicked. He's great. By the way, he has a full dance number. He's amazing.
He's absolutely brilliant in this film. He and Bronwyn James, who play Fanny and Shen Shen,
Yeah.
they're unbelievable together.
I was like, Bowen, are you really dancing? I mean, you were really... He goes,
he
are you
really-
kidding me? I studied so hard for that.
Yeah.
He was great.
I mean, he's phenomenal. He killed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We love Bowen Yang.
Yeah.
How did you get Bowen to do the film?
Well, I don't know that I actually had anything to do with it, because, you know, Mark Platt and John M. Chu and Universal Studios were really trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that I had any power here. I was like, I'll call Lorne.
That's
Like, as if
everyone's
that
answer.
was gonna do
I'll call
anything.
Lauren, yeah. So
And
you
then-
called Lorne Michaels?
Yes, I did, and I don't know why I did, because...
Well, because your family, he loves you.
No, but it was the scariest moment of my life. Do you know what I mean? I was realizing in real time that, like, oh, I have nothing to say, and I have no reason why he would listen to me.
What did he
and
say? What did he say?
Well, I was just like, oh, hi, Lauren, how are you? And he was like, hello, Ariana, what do you want?
Is that, yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
What do you want? I'm very busy.
No, but I basically was just like, in that moment, I realized I don't have what it takes to get this to happen.
No,
I was
yeah,
like, oh,
but
no.
you got it to happen.
No,
I mean,
but I did beg. I begged, and he worked it out, and he flew back and forth between SNL and filming Wicked to be a part of it, and he's unbelievable, and he just put himself through it to get it
when
done.
you first heard,
He's hardcore.
Let's talk about Wicked, because I can't imagine anyone else as Glinda. You really nailed it. I can't think of anyone. You crushed it. When you first heard that Wicked was being made into a movie, immediately did you start preparing for maybe a potential audition? Do you go like, I think I should do this?
Yes, as soon as I caught whispers of an audition maybe, or that a movie was gonna happen at all, I started to kind of mentally prepare myself and my team. I just told them, you know, if this is really happening and if they are gonna start seeing people for it, I just wanna be so prepared. I wanna take all of the acting lessons, all of the singing lessons. I want to train my voice to become coloratura soprano, like legit opera. I have to honor this the way that it requires. And
yeah, you always though you put the work in. You're I don't want to say a perfectionist, but every time you've been on our show, you put the time in, you practice, you rehearse, you nail it. I mean, this is a big thing, and I remember how serious you were. Like, Jimmy, I'm diving into this deep. I'm going for it.
Well, we were making our video for the song that's on your #1 comedy album.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, that's right.
When I was going through the audition process, and I just remember talking to you about it, and you being so supportive, as you always are, here and as a friend behind the scenes, and yeah, I wanted to.
You nailed it. And what was the audition process like? You're going in because it wasn't just offered.
No, my God, thank God. I mean, it's Wicked. It has to be earned. It's like
yes,
it's the most important thing. And,
that's right.
You know, I tried to prepare myself mentally going into it, knowing that, listen, this is going to end up where it's meant to end up. And as a fan of it, I have to trust that and know that it's going to go where it's supposed to go. But in the meantime, I'm going to do every damn thing I can to prepare myself for this and to get the chance. And I auditioned August 13th, 2021. That was my first audition.
Wow.
And then I got called back, and then I got called back again, and then I did screen tests with 2 different actresses, and it was like a 3.5 hour session that day.
It was so much goes into me, just even because you're really singing. I mean, you're going for it. I mean, you and Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia Erivo, everyone.
Oh, great chemistry, great partner. Great chemistry.
Yeah.
When did you find out Cynthia was going to play Elphaba?
I found out, when they called me to tell me that I had the part, I had 1 heart attack. That was the first one.
Yeah.
And then they told me that I was going to be playing opposite Cynthia Erivo, and that was the 2nd heart attack. And then I died, and I'm dead here. And I'm still dead.
Perfect, you're still dead.
No, yeah.
Congratulations,
I mean, I've just been such a fan of hers for such a long time. She's so extraordinary.
Powerhouse.
And getting to play opposite her and also just become true sisters with her has been such a beautiful experience, and I'm so grateful that it was us.
It really worked. You know, I told you, I was watching the movie, I was just in awe. And you're like, man, you took it to the next level. Only you can do this. Because I'm like, you're funny, you're gorgeous, you can act, you could sing, it's everything. And it's so great. I love the whole thing.
No.
By the way, even that made me laugh. I got those jokes. Dude, you nailed all the jokes, but you brought us a cool video. A behind-the-scenes video that you haven't shown anyone yet.
No.
This is you. I know, that's why she's the best. All right, what are we gonna see? What are we gonna see here? This is you in the chandelier?
Yeah, so this is the first time ever that I rehearsed the chandelier bit where I'm swinging around on the ceiling. And what happened was we have an amazing stunts team, and one of our stunt coordinators was standing in the room just to make sure that I didn't break all of my limbs. And he was standing in the corner really stoically and bravely, and my foot just kind of almost breaks his face.
Oh my God, sorry, good.
He just kind of like toughs it out. And then you get to see the very honest, genuine reaction of Cynthia Erivo the first time that I did the stunt.
Okay.
And all of it, I think, feels worth it. Please let me know.
Yeah, this is a slow-mo video. Take a look at this. You are here.
Oh,
all right,
here
you're going
it is.
up.
First rehearsal.
You're grabbing the thing. Okay.
Follow my lead. I still have brown hair. This is my last day brunette. Watch the foot.
Look at his face. He's like, ay! Ninja! Oh! Ninja!
And now, please look at Cynthia Erivo, please.
Cynthia's like, what in the world am I watching? This is Exactly. This is exactly what I'm getting into right here. This is gonna be a fun movie. Playing Glinda in Wicked is kind of a full circle moment for you in a lot of ways. We came across a newspaper article. There was a local production of Wizard of Oz, and here is a young Ariana playing Dorothy.
Yes.
Is that unbelievable?
Oh my goodness! Shout out to Toto.
Yeah, Toto was doing a good job as well there. Yeah.
Human Toto. Wow, that's spectacular.
Everyone thought it was a human Toto. Yeah, that's real method acting. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I auditioned for the Toto in the movie. I didn't get it. But also I noticed when I looked at this article, your name here is Ariana Grande Butera.
Yes, indeed.
And when I was watching the credits in Wicked and everyone's clapping, I noticed your full name, which hadn't been seen before, is in the credits.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to do that?
Well, I feel like this whole experience was a little bit of a homecoming to this girl in the little gingham dress there.
Yeah.
And you know, that was my name the first time I saw the show. And
First time you saw Wicked?
Yeah.
Was it around
that's
this
my
time?
name. That's my real name. So
Yeah.
it just feels like a coming home to little Ari in certain ways, and that's a lot what this movie is about. Is sort of taking your little self with you and grabbing its hand and saying, we might have gotten far apart along the way, but I've got you now, and we're going together. So
You've been all over the world talking about this movie. I mean, Australia, I saw you in Mexico City.
Yes.
I've seen you everywhere, and you're crushing it. And what is it like? What's the reaction? What's it been like so far?
I mean, it's just been so overwhelming, and I think that really means a lot to us, to me and to Cynthia and John and Mark and everyone, just because we are those fans of Wicked, you know?
Yeah, I know.
So to be trusted with this and given the opportunity to translate it to the movie version and breathe our own new truths into it while also trying to find the balance between honoring the source material and then telling it in a more honest way.
I saw you a great photo of you and Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth.
Yeah.
Who, I'm so psyched that you got to do it all together, a nice photo together. And have they seen it yet?
They have seen it.
Yeah, they have seen it, yeah.
Idina and Kristen, they have seen it.
I have to ask, you crushed it in this. Are we going to see more acting? Do you want to do this more?
I would love to. I think I don't want to. I'm very scared to freak my fans out when I talk about this, just because music and being on stage will always be a part of my life. So that will always, I will always be there.
Yeah,
we'll always have
that
that together. But I really do love acting, and I think, I would love for that.
I think you should. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Ariana Grande in Wicked. Take a look at this.
Which of you would volunteer to share a room?
Madam Marble,
Thank you, dear. That is very good of you,
what?
Miss
Elphaba.
Elphaba. You can room with Miss Glinda.
What?
Now, go. All of you, go. Go. And you, come with me.
Of course.
Not you. You.
Tour de force. Ariana Grande, everyone!
Wait. I have something for Jimmy. Because you're always so generous with your guests, and you're always celebrating others all the time. I wanted to bring you this.
What? You don't have to bring me anything. What is going on? Oh my God! Thank you. You're unbelievable. I love you so much. You're the best. Ariana Grande, Wicked is in theaters at IMAX, November 22nd. Who better to play the Wizard of Oz than Jeff Goldblum? That's what I say. It's unbelievable. I mean, when you get offered that role, do you go, oh, I have to, this is amazing, I have to do this?
Yes, it's a slam dunk. Well, John M. Chu, you look for a great director. He knows how to do it. He did
He's
with
one of my faves.
Yeah, me too. Crazy Rich Asians and In the Heights. He
In
did
the
that
Heights was great.
Yeah, to turn a musical into a great movie, and he has this time with the help of a great cast, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo.
Oh my goodness! I can't think of anyone else.
No.
I can't think of anyone else. They're so good in this.
Blow your mind.
There's no one like.
Absolutely. There's a curse, I think, on all the, although, having said that, there's a curse on all the people who've ever been in Wicked from the 20-year phenomenon that's been since we saw it 20 years ago.
Yes.
Because, ever since, when John Travolta said about Idina Menzel,
Yes.
Adele Dazeem, he said, I thought, oh, John Travolta, come on, don't do it. It's a curse. It's a curse. I myself was introducing Michelle Yeoh, who was in this movie. I called her Michael York. I said, here she is, Michael York. And then
He's also a great actor, Michael York.
Oh, so great. Jonathan Bailey, I said, here he is, George Barleycorn. Why I said that, and then...
You think you say George Bailey and be like, Merry Christmas!
I know.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thank you.
And then Cynthia Erivo, Cinderella Liberty. Why did I
That's
say
not true.
that?
You didn't say any
I
of
did.
this stuff.
Ariana Grande, Ileana Douglas, I said, and then I corrected, and I said Adrian Zemed.
Adrian Zemed. Dance Fever?
I said,
No, not
Dance
Dance Fever. Yeah, of course.
or that was Denny.
Oh, that's Denny Terrio.
Denny Terrio. But then I said, and me, I'm your host, Cliff Gorman.
Oh,
my own
my
name I got wrong because I'm in the cast.
That's unbelievable. You can't.
That's our show, Drive Safely.
But I have to say that Ariana Grande, you have met Ariana Grande when she was
I didn't know that.
a child. Look at this.
She told me this halfway through shooting. She said, that's her. I was doing this thing. That's Schubert Alley. I was doing this play at the Booth Theater, The Pillow Man, and she, with her mom, Joan, came backstage. She was
Pillow Man
11.
is it Martin McDonagh?
Yes, exactly. Martin McDonagh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good production with Michael Stuhlbarg and Billy Crudup and Jelko Ivanek.
Yes.
Yes.
But so you met Ariana, and so now you're here, you're working, and she's unbelievable, right?
Oh, my God, no. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo.
Both, yeah.
Well, when they sing, I mean, you sing up a storm.
No, but they
sing well.
They rock the house.
They rock the house. They're deeply gifted. I said, how did you get this way? What happened? Gifted, but they've worked craft-wise for all these years.
It's amazing.
Amazingly, 99% perspiration, 1% inspiration. And they
put
love this
the work
show.
in.
They were all devoted to this material, Stephen Schwartz's music.
Get ready to see these. I mean, if you're a fan of Cynthia Erivo or Ariana Grande before, get ready. It's the next level. They take it to the next level. But I was going to ask you, because I know you have Madame Tussauds, but there's a bunch of statues in this film of you as Oz. There's a lot of Jeff Goldblum's carved features in mountains and stuff. Did you get to keep? Did you get to keep any of it?
No. Well, they kept their eye on us. They had the great Nathan Crowley was the production designer. They had great props all around.
Yes.
Oh no, we couldn't get sticky fingers about any of that stuff. No, there have been things of me here and there. But Wes Anderson, I remember after Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Oh yeah.
There was a big. Bill Murray and I were in the Explorers Club, and we had big paintings made of our characters in that.
Yes.
And he said after the fact, he said, I have this thing. Do you want it? I said, okay. And I framed it in gold. It's enormous. I have it in my living room. Hopefully presented in an ironic way.
Do you really have it?
Yeah.
That's the best. If you ever go to Jeff Goldblum's house.
Thank you.
There's a special on NBC airing November 19th. It's at 10 p.m. It's called Defying Gravity. It's called The Curtain Rises on Wicked. It's behind the scenes of making of this, and also they're going to show a sneak peek of an actual scene from the film. No spoilers. But you get to see how much work and everything goes in, because a lot of it isn't really CGI effects. They're really built.
They made it. They planted 9 million tulips, and they have the set is all around you. Yeah, you're not in front of anything. That's right. By the way, it's on NBC.
Yes.
Here's a trivia question. NBC, sing the three notes.
No. I buzzed in. Bum, bum, dum.
Okay, what song in Wicked uses those same three notes to begin with? One fine day in the Emerald City. One fine day.
That's weird. Wow, it's all meant to be. It's all meant to be. Come on. You are just perfect. I'm so happy that you're the Wizard of Oz. This is just the best. Come back whenever. I need you here more often. I want to show a clip. Here's the great Jeff Goldblum in Wicked. Take a look at this.
Thank you, Jerry.
Who are you? And why do you seek
Say something. Say something. You're not supposed to say anything.
Say something.
My name is Elphaba Throp. You're Osmus. And this is...
Elphaba, thank you.
Elphaba Throp.
A man.
Elphaba Throp. I didn't know it was you. You made it. Sorry about all that. I didn't mean to startle you.
Come on, the clip got an applause before it ended. That doesn't happen. Jeff Goldblum making history. Wicked is in theaters everywhere, November 22nd. Bowen Yang, I'm so psyched for you, proud of you, man. All well-deserved. You're one of the funniest, the best performers out there right now, and this is a giant moment, man. Wicked, this is big.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Congratulations.
James Fallon.
Oh, let's start first with Saturday Night Live. You just finished your 100th episode.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Isn't
that wild?
I'm a quarter of the way to Keenan. That's crazy.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
That's wild.
You really are. This past week, here you are as Charlie XCX with Charlie XCX.
Charlie.
She was Troy Sivan.
And I look like Tommy Wiseau. Do we know who that is?
Tommy, The Room?
The Room.
So
I look like the Room guy.
That's so funny.
That was so fun.
Did you get nervous doing someone in front of someone if you're doing them?
Yes, I think this is my first time doing that technically, and it's like showing someone like macaroni art you made of them. You know, it's like here's this really crude version of you.
There you go. This is but she was totally
She
cool.
was so down to do it, and she wanted to do Troy. Everyone is like, Bowen Yang keeps trying to get Troy Sivan on SNL. I'm like, because he's a big deal.
Yes, he's giant.
He's giant.
Yeah,
and I love him.
Yeah, he's super fun.
Oh no!
That's you and
Yuck!
That's you and Ariana Grande. Now this.
Yes, that's us in A Streetcar Named Desire.
No, it's not. No, you were in a sketch called Charades with Mom.
Yes.
And it got a little out of control, and you went for it. But here's what I love about you, because you guys are friends. You're friends with Ariana Grande. She's unbelievable. And you had to do this part where at the end you're like, should we maybe kiss at the end?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you guys hate each other the whole sketch, and then that would be a good ending, right?
It was a great ending. It was the perfect ending. But like, we were both too shy. And we both had the same idea. She was like, I was gonna kiss you as a joke, but like that would have been weird. And then I texted her later, I was like, hey, you can totally say no. Please say no, but what if we kissed? And she was like, yes, let's do it.
All right.
But I had to apologize to her because I opened my mouth too much. And like, I parted my lips too much, and can we all agree, that's like date number 4. Like,
Yes.
you don't do that on the first go.
You went for it.
What's wrong with me?
But I love that you called it right out, and you're like, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I did not. But she was like, that's totally cool. She goes,
yeah, but like, have you kissed a friend before like that?
no.
No. Well, darn. I thought this was gonna be relatable.
Dude, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, of course I have.
Yes.
Yes,
No,
I did.
it's like when it's a joke. It's like you still gotta
acting.
sell it. It's acting.
It's acting. It's acting.
Yeah.
I do know that she's a giant fan and loves you so much, and she actually called Lorne to get you to do Wicked. Did you know this?
I didn't know this until later, but yeah, like it wasn't gonna work out with the scheduling. Lauren was like, you can't miss shows. I was like, totally, King. I understand. I won't do it. And so I let the dream go. I was like, oh, I was almost in Wicked. That would have been so fun. And then Ari picked up the phone and called him, and then he was like, okay, sure. He's an Arianator, apparently. And if like your boss doesn't let you do something, get Ariana Grande on the horn. And
Yeah, she'll fix it for you. When did you get a chance to see it? Was it a big premiere? Did you go to all the things? You're so good in it. You got to be really
thanks,
psyched
Jimmy.
about this.
I saw it for the first time with people at SNL. When Ari came to host, they did like a screening for all of us. And I wasn't gonna go because I was like, I don't want to watch it for the first time in like a big group around my coworkers and my friends. And so I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But then I thought the day of, I was like, you know what? My first trip to New York City, on the same day, I begged my parents to go to the Gershwin Theater. we couldn't afford tickets, but I begged them to go just so I could touch the glass and like look at the lobby and like see what it was like inside.
No way.
And the same day we came to 30 Rock, we came here to take the studio tour at SNL, and I was like, I got to be in both of those things, and it's the universe. It's like so full circle. Like sometimes the universe makes it so easy. And so I was like, I have to see it with my SNL family, and I'm so glad I did. It was so much fun. Everyone go see it, please. It's so good.
Oh my God. Oh, you were phenomenal in it. We all know how funny you are, and you can, but you can be so funny. But man, Bowen, I told you this the other day. You can dance, buddy. You can dance. You're great in this film.
Oh, thank you.
And I was like, Bowen, you're dancing. It's the first thing I had to say to you because I saw you the other day.
Yeah, because you saw me the other day, and you're like, and I'm like, no, that was a deep fake. No, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy that I danced in this. It's nuts.
It's crushed. It's so good. And then those lines, are those written or improv?
Those were mostly improvised.
Ooh, I felt a little Bowen.
Oh.
A little Bowen Yang magic in there.
But no, this is the thing. I was like, I'm not going to change a word of this script. This is a perfect script. I'm not going to ruin this movie with my thoughts. But then on every camera take, like John M. Chu, the director, a wonderful director, was like, now do one just for fun. Now do one just you. Like, there's something that you would say like off the cuff and ad lib. And I was like, okay, if you want. And then this man pulled a fast one on me. He used every single ad lib.
He's brilliant. He knows what's up.
I guess, but like, I am so sorry that millions of people have to see me say these silly words.
No, it's so good. And it gets giant laughs at the screening I saw.
Oh, good.
Giant laughs. There was a line, though, that got cut that did not make it in the film that you were getting quoted for, which is hilarious. That it's not even in the film.
It's not even in the movie.
But can you tell everyone what it is? Because people in London were having signs of it.
People in London had signs. They made shirts. It's so silly. If you listen to my podcast, Las Culturistas with Ariana Grande, you'll know.
It's great.
Thank you. Oh my
goodness. Podcast is fantastic.
Wow. God love you. It was the first introduction of my character. I run into Glinda. I'm like, you remember me from school? Anyway, she's like, how have you been? And I improvised this line. I went, I've been through. I've been through, which is like not I've been through things.
I've been through it.
I've been through.
I've been through.
Yeah.
It's kind of classic. It's a great line.
It's a great line, and you save one, you chop one word off, you save a syllable, and apparently people. I've been through. I've been through.
What do we do with that line? You have to do something with it now. Either
a
comedy special, or does it make the extended cut?
I think there's gonna be some kind of extended cut, even though it's a 2.5 hour long movie.
It flies by.
It flies by. I promise you. Like
it
not
is so
a single
beautiful.
frame is
It is a
wasted.
spectacle. You have to see it in the big screen.
You have to.
In IMAX if you can, because the colors and everything, it's so good and well done and musical and happy and tricky and good. And
exactly.
It's just so many layers on this. It's you did a great job.
Thanks, Jimmy.
I want to show a clip. Here's Bowen Yang in Wicked. Take a look at this.
Okay, I
Can't
may
believe
have
this
to
boy
lock
knows how to get into the Oz Dust Ballroom. And that we just happened to cross paths today. Am I right?
Ew. What even is that?
Glinda? What's the reason?
I know. It's my granny. She always makes me the most hideous hats. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much. I couldn't. Could I? No.
Hi.
Whoa! Who did you give the hat to? Bowen Yang, everybody! I want to talk to you about Wicked, too, because I know you're filming this. Was filming done or not yet?
For me, yes. I just wrapped last week in London.
I know you can act, I know you can do action, all this stuff, but I didn't know you can sing.
Neither did I. That's all I can tell you. When he called me, he says, I really wanted you to do this for me, with me, and, read the script. And I'm like, John, for you. John Chu is what I did
he's
Crazy
Rich
Asians
Asians
with.
Oh, he's brilliant.
He is brilliant. He really is truly brilliant. So I'm like, for you, yes, send me the script. I read the script. I call him, John, you realize she sings, right? And he goes, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't sing.
You're like, I'll do anything else. Yeah.
Like, don't worry. Then the next day I get this video and I look at it and it's like, hi, Michelle. I just have two people here who really wants to talk to you and tell you why you should be here. And it was Ariana and Cynthia. She's going like, it's imperative.
Cynthia Erivo.
That you come and join
Imperative.
us. Yeah, imperative was the royal word.
Yeah, and Ariana Grande, who's just unbelievable. So, they're both amazing.
Yeah, and Ariana, I like angel. When you walk on and you hear them sing, it's like you've gone to heaven.
Well, I feel like that's extra pressure to walk on set.
Oh,
and-
no, hell no. They're like, yeah. Like, you're not going to try and outdo that.
Oh, no, no,
Just
no.
like go in and, I'm going to be Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Yeah, yeah.